Welcome into Michigan Elite Hockey Week 4. We got the junior prospects on the ice halfway through the season. I'm Ryan Radosevich, and we're just a couple minutes away from puck drop. We've got Team Morgan in the blue uniforms taking on Team Miller in the black uniforms, and we got some starting lineups announced in just a bit. So I'll throw it down to our PA announcer, Mike Wainwright, and we'll get started in just a little bit. Welcome back to the show, and here we go. Going to have some good hockey. Maybe a little bit too early on the throw here to our PA announcer. As the players huddle up on both sides, Team Morgan and the blue unis currently sitting at 1 win, 1 loss, and a tie on the season. Taking on Team Miller, coached by Kit Miller in the black uniforms, 2-1 on the season so far. Last week in the Junior Prospects League, a very high-scoring couple of games. Team Posta defeated Team Morgan 13-9, and then Team Miller against Team Holtz, a 26-goal game, win in the favor of Team Miller currently on the ice. And we got starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Michigan Elite Hockey Junior Prospects Week number 4. Tonight, Team Miller in the black jerseys on the home bench, taking on Team Morgan in the blue sweaters on the visitors bench. Let's start with the visiting Team Morgan. Forward, number 11, Colin Barber. At center, number 22, Gavin Locke. On right wing, number 15, Luke Radu. On defense, number 48, Carson Muglia. And on right D, number 23, Jordan Deagle. Hitting the starting net tonight for Team Morgan is number 29, Brendan Kuska. And now for your home Team Miller, at forward, number 43, Marco Medicavu. At center, number 19, Darren Anderson. Right wing, number 18, Carson Lynch. Defense, number 22, Jackson Hare. And number 49, BJ Swinston. Getting the start tonight for Team Miller, number 30, Jack Staler. Have a great game.
Thank you, Mike Wainwright. Hopefully that came through the mic loud and clear. Just a minute away from puck drop between Team Morgan in the blue uniforms and Team Miller in the black uniforms. And like I was saying last week, a very high-scoring affair between the two teams. 22 goals in Game 1, 26 goals in Game 2. Scores that you don't normally associate with the game of hockey, but if you like high-scoring, high-flying action, you came to the right stream. Welcome to Michigan Elite Hockey. We've got 2 leagues running concurrently. The Young Guns faced off yesterday, 2 lower-scoring games, 2 closer affairs, but today it's the Junior Prospects taking the ice, and Game 1 between Team Morgan and Team Miller is underway. Team Miller coached by none other than Kit Miller, and behind the bench for Team Morgan, Luke Morgan. Lots of Morgans, lots of Millers, lots of M's, and we're going to have, if I can predict correctly, lots of goals in this one as Team Morgan comes over the line. The first shot of the game finds the back of the net, and just like that, my prediction is accurate. Team Morgan takes the first shot of the game and rifles it into the back of the net. 24 seconds into this one, and Gavin Locke, welcome to the league, buddy. He's got his first goal of the game of the season as he's filling in for Team Morgan's squad as that top line center. Just drafted by the Q in the USHL. Definitely butchered that pronunciation there. Hopefully I'll get it right by the end of the broadcast. Gavin Locke, the substitute for Team Morgan, scoring first, assisted by Carson Muglia. And we sit at 1-0 for Team Morgan. Morgan in the blue uniforms, Miller in the black. Yes, I will repeat that lots of times as here comes Gavin Locke once more. Pestered by Luigi. He'll give it off to Muglia. That one slapped out the zone by Kozar. Over the line it goes. Back in his own zone, Luke Radu out of Highland, Michigan, currently skating for Lawrence Tech. Luke Radu goes down low with it. Centering pass, bounces off a skate. Gatlin will swing it down low. Zerlip pestered there, but his teammate Ligi comes out with the puck. Zerlip able to push it forward to his teammate, who flips it down the ice, and Team Miller will go off in a little bit of a change. Fresh skaters on for the men in black. Snap to the near side, Mulcahy with it. Over the line, uses that defenseman in front of him as a shield, and making his first save of the game is Brendan Kuzbel. Kuzbel in the net for Morgan, and Jack Stawick in net for Team Miller. So a quick 1-0 lead for Team Morgan on the first shot of the game. We'll see if Team Miller can answer. That shot just wide. Picking it up is Tanner Save. He'll give it back to the point. Cross ice feed. Looking for a far corner pass. Nobody there. Save picking it up once more. Below the goal line he goes. But Kuzbel decides I could grab that, and he does, covering it up with just over 2 minutes gone in the first period. That puck ping-ponging off a couple skaters, and Save taking it once more, weaving his way towards the net, but eventually loses the puck. Near side, now at center, taken by Team Miller calmly. That was Nico Dilbone stretching it D to D as it trickles down the ice over to Kuzbel's net. Spinning, he'll play it off to JP Popema. That one through center. Sosowski behind the net with it. Able to get around one, but loses possession. Now at center, that pass broken up. Here comes Carson Lynch. Loses it. Back the other way. Here comes Team Morgan. Sosowski over the line. He's got some open space. Sosowski fans on the pass and picked up by Team Miller. They can't clear though. Sosowski gets a whack at it, and it's handed down into the corner by Team Morgan. Jordan Digo able to get it back to the point. And fighting for possession of the puck as he chases Giannini with it. Giannini loses it, so does Radu. Over to Lynch. Carson Lynch passes it forward for himself. Lynch is in. Ooh, centering feed there just goes over the net. That chance there is courtesy of Charlie Connolly as it's below the goal line now, goes near side. Picked up by Team Morgan. They got an early 1-0 lead courtesy of Gavin Locke, assisted by Carson Muglia, and this will come all the way back into their zone as an icing. Face off to the blocker side of Brendan Kuzbel. Team Miller able to win it. They'll spin one towards the net. It deflects just wide. Able to clear his Team Morgan, snapping it forward. Gavin Locke was trying to get past the defense, but it's a good play by Jackson Hare as he takes a shot. Medico fakes on that one, gives it back to Giannini. His pass to the corner. Finds a stick of Cade Catlin on the opposite team. Here comes Team Morgan, 2-on-0. Gavin Locke with the teammate. Back to Locke, and he slips it far post. Beautiful 2-on-0 play between Gavin Locke and I believe Aiden Racosta, as they're able to push their lead to 2-0 early in this one. Gavin Locke has both of them. Excuse me, getting the assist on that Gavin Locke goal is Stephen Fonda. Correction on that. So the first goal scored by Gavin Locke, assisted by Carson Muglia, and the second goal by Locke, assisted by Fonda, and it's a 2-0 lead for Team Morgan early on in period one. They get right back to work in the offensive zone, but it's taken by Jacob Ligi. He's pestered there by Muglia.
assisted by number 12, Jack Travis, and number 17, Jake Cleveland, with 15:44 left in the first period.
Luigi with a shot there, fought off by Kuzbel. Rebound taken for a second there by Mulcahy, but it's back the other way for Team Morgan. Kozar with it. He'll calmly play it forward, but couldn't connect with a teammate, but his teammate might win the race. Kozar able to get it for a second. Team Morgan unable to clear. Good keep in there by Kozar. Aiden Ricasta will spin it near side. Colin Barber gives it off to his teammate. Taking it forward is James Samaro. Samaro over the line. Weaving his way through the offense. Takes a shot. That one fought off by Staywick. Good play to get it back. Looking for that top corner. Goes just wide. Samaro with that opportunity. Here comes Ligi. Ligi lead pass ahead for Kozar. Kozar taking the open space. Shot fought off. Ligi picks up the rebound. Curls with it. He's got an open man to his right. Gives it to him. Shot taken off a body in front. Luke Radu pushes it forward. Samara will flip it in. That one takes an awkward bounce, and it looks like it actually slipped outside of the arena here at Kensington Valley Ice House. The home of the Brighton Bulldogs, South Lyon United. I believe the Waldwick Western Warriors. Is that their mascot? I'm not sure. I don't know my high school Michigan lore too well, but if I had to take a guess, it might be the Warriors. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Center ice draw won by Team Morgan. They're leading 2-0 with 14 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the first period. Here comes Save. Save towards the net. Couldn't get a full shot on that one. Save still with it in the corner. He'll push it down low, taken by Lynch. Lynch over to Judd. Judd back to the point. That shot thrown on net, and Kuzbel able to locate that through a couple of bodies and hold on. Just under 14 to go, and it's Team Morgan with a 2-0 lead, courtesy of their stand-in player, Gavin Locke, out of Plymouth, Michigan, 6'2", 185, and just drafted to the USHL. So if you have anybody standing in for your squad, it's somebody that's drafted to the USHL. So here comes Luke Radu on a great breakout pass. Radu towards the net, shoots it just wide. Staywick taking the brunt of the force there as he got pushed into his net. The net goes off the hinges, and we'll have a stoppage of play. Hopefully the native of Howell, Michigan, in between the pipes is okay, because he took a body flying at him at about 20 miles per hour. They'll take the draw out the zone because of that contact with the goaltender. So Saselski gets to work on the faceoff dot, and eventually Team Morgan with possession. Never mind, I spoke too soon. It's Team Miller back the other way. Miller in the black unis, Morgan in the blue. Cross ice feed, can't get there. In the corner with it, centering pass there, fought off by Kuzbel. Carson Lynch trying to get possession of that puck. Taken by his teammate instead. At the blue line, here comes Saselski with speed. Trying to connect with his teammate Slazer there, but couldn't do so. Cleared out the zone. Taken back the other way by Team Morgan. Slazer over the line. Gets around one, but just loses it as he was trying to do it all there on the offense. Here comes Carson Lynch. Lynch over the line. He's got Judd to his right, but good defense there by Cade Catlin. Catlin able to take it back the other way. Saselski, here he comes, charging down the ice. He's got Slazer at center. Saselski with a shot fought off by Staywick. That pass picked off. Muglia with it. Try to center it there. The stick of hair in the way. Muglia circles. Back to the point. JP Popma giving it back. Saselski picking it up. And he turns into pressure. Loses it. Back the other way. Here comes Carson Lynch. Lynch at the end of a very extended shift here. He'll turn in the corner. Still a lot of energy, though, as it's chipped in deep. Darian Anderson trying to fight for possession. Instead, it'll be Charlie Connolly who had it for a second, and he'll get it back. Connolly with it. Spinning shot, fought off by the blocker of Kuzbel. Now Team Morgan's able to clear. At center, pair with a nifty little backhand, but Medico can't slap it in deep. He'll get it back, though. Now it's Colin Barber with it. Throws it to some open ice, and it's taken by J.P. Popma. Good move to evade one. Over to Barber it goes. Colin Barber carries that over the line, stopped right near it, and it's taken the other way by Darian Anderson. The Clarkston University commit of next year, Darian Anderson, skating on the ice. Got to talk to him last week after an impressive showcase and a victory against Team Holtz. A 16-10 victory, mind you. Highest scoring hockey game I've seen, as there's Anderson, and getting a piece of that with his glove was Kuzbel. We're going to have to cut the stream for a second, so we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.